Rahul Gandhi paid tributes to Gogoi in Guwahati, says the leader's demise a great loss for India. Funeral tomorrow at Navagraha. Army Chief on 3-day visit to Nagaland reviews security scenario. Assam Chief Minister says state is proud of martyr Rai. Centre clears proposal for food processing projects worth more than 200 crore rupees. Meghalaya to have 1 unit. Country records COVID recovery rate of 93.72%. Fatality rate declines to 1.46%. And Meghalaya to set up more than 100 health and wellness centres across the state to accommodate more patients. Good evening, viewers, and a warm welcome to Northeast News. I'm Changamla Tumra. And now the details. In news from Northeast first, in Assam, All India Congress Committee leader Rahul Gandhi today came to Guwahati to pay his tributes to former Chief Minister and veteran Congress leader Gogoi. Talking to the media, Gandhi recalled Gogoi's contributions and said the late leader was like a father figure to him. Gandhi said Gogoi was a simple and social human being and always used to talk about Assam and its people. His demise is a great loss not only for Assam but even for the entire nation. The mortal remains of the former Chief Minister of Assam are now at Srimanta Shankadev Kalakshetra for people who wants to pay their last respects to the late leader. Leaders of All Assam Students Union paid their tributes to the veteran politician at Kalakshetra.
Leader of Assam. He was a formidable Chief Minister. And he was a national leader, and he inspired us by bringing the people of Assam together.
The last rites of former Chief Minister Gogoi will be performed with full state honours at Navagraha Crematorium, Guwahati tomorrow. State Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has informed that as per wishes of family members and Congress party leadership, Gogoi will be cremated at Navagraha Crematorium. Dr. Sharma visited the crematorium today and reviewed the arrangements for funeral. He said Lokapriya Gopinath Bordoloi had also been cremated at the same place. For tomorrow, arrangements have been made for 1,000 people to attend the funeral, informed Dr. Sharma. Moving on, in news from Nagaland, the Chief of the Army Staff, General Manoj Mukund Narawane, has assured full support of the Army and the Assam Rifles in maintaining peace and tranquility in the state and ensuring security along the Indo-Myanmar border. General Narawane made the assurance when he called on Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi and Chief Minister Nephew Rio in Kohima on Tuesday. He arrived in Kohima on Monday on a 3-day visit to review the security situation in the northeastern region. On his arrival, the Army Chief was briefed by Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, GOC in Chief, Eastern Command, and Lieutenant General R.P. Kolita, GOC Spare Corps, on operational preparedness along the northern borders as well as operations in the hinterland of Assam, Nagaland, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh. He was also briefed on the progress of the ongoing Naga peace talks. In Assam, Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today handed over a cheque of 20 lakh rupees to the widow of Indian Army Jawan Horodhon Chandra Rai at the latter's residence in Balasipara in Dhubri district. Talking to the media, Sonowal said Rai had sacrificed his life for the country. Assam is proud of him. He said the martyr's sacrifice will not go in vain. Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
अरे वाह, लेजेंड की बैट, इससे तो मैं खेलूंगा।
फ्यूचर बैटिंग लेजेंड है, इसमें जिसका नाम लिखा है बैट उसी को मिलेगी।
अरे यार,
देखा, अगर इस पे मेरा नाम नहीं लिखा होता तो कितनी दिक्कत हो जाती। इसलिए आरबीआई कहता है बैंक अकाउंट हो या बैंक लॉकर, उसमें नॉमिनी का नाम जरूर दर्ज करें ताकि आपकी जमा पूंजी उसी को मिले जिसे आपने नामित किया है।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The government has approved 7 proposals for food processing projects worth over 234 crore rupees. It includes grant in aid of 60 crore 87 lakh rupees in Meghalaya, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Union Minister for Food Processing Industries Narendra Singh Tomar virtually chaired an inter-ministerial approval committee meeting on Tuesday. Proposals received under the scheme for creation of infrastructure for agro-processing cluster of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana were considered. The ministry in a statement said these projects will leverage private investment of more than 173 crore rupees and are expected to generate employment for 7,750 persons. The Union Cabinet has approved equity infusion by government of 6,000 crore rupees in National Investment and Infrastructure Fund debt platform sponsored by NIIF, comprising Assam Infrastructure Finance Limited and NIIF Infrastructure Finance Limited. Speaking to reporters in New Delhi about the cabinet decisions, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar informed that the cabinet has approved scheme of amalgamation of Lakshmi Vilas Bank with DBS Bank India Limited. He said that with this, there will be no further restrictions on the depositors regarding withdrawal of their deposits. Javadekar said speedy amalgamation and resolution of the steers in Lakshmi Vilas Bank is in line with government's commitment to a clean banking system while protecting the interests of depositors and the public.
Assam Infra Finance Limited ये कंपनी जिन प्रकल्पों का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के कामों का कार्य शुरू हो गए हैं, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन है, और उसके साथ साथ ग्रीन फील्ड और ब्राउन फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स है, ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स को ये पैसा देगी।
India has leaped across a significant milestone in its fight against COVID. The number of new daily cases has been below the 50,000 mark for 18 consecutive days. In the last 24 hours, nearly 44,000 new confirmed cases were reported, while nearly 38,000 people fully recovered successfully in the same time span. The national recovery rate has reached 93.72%. The recovered cases in the country stand at nearly 20 times the number of active cases. The active caseload of the country also continues to remain below 5%. The total active cases in the country today stands at 4,44,746, which comprises merely 4.82% of the total reported cases. The Health Ministry has said the fatality rate stands at 1.46%. It informed that 481 case fatalities were reported in the past 24 hours. In more corona update from the northeast, while the number of active cases has reached 1,004 in Arunachal Pradesh, the number of cured cases has gone up to 15,091. The number of deaths is 49. Manipur has now 3,175 active cases, while the number of cured cases is 20,525. The death toll has reached 240. In Meghalaya, the number of active cases now is 893. The number of recoveries is 10,451. And the number of death is 110. In Mizoram, the active cases now are 442 with 3,298 discharged cases. The death toll has remained at 5. The number of active cases in Nagaland now is 1,473. The cured cases have topped 9,397. So far, the pandemic has claimed 61 lives. Recording 238 cases, Sikkim has notched up 4,437 cured cases, even as the death toll has reached 102. In Tripura, the number of active cases stands at 790, even as the discharged cases have reached 31,368. The death toll is 370. The Meghalaya government has decided to build more than 100 health and wellness centers in the state. Speaking to reporters, Health Minister A.L. Heck said the government has floated tender for 110 health and family health and wellness centers. The health and wellness centers will have bigger space to treat patients and will get one more nurse in each center. He also informed that the government has already set up 40 health and wellness centers across the state. In Assam, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma in a tweet has said 157 cases were detected out of a total of 21,772 COVID tests conducted during the last 24 hours. 2,07,646 patients were discharged. The recovery rate has reached 98.2%, even as percentage for active case is 1.51. Percentage of deaths has been pegged at 0.46. Even as the world grapples with exasperating situation in the aftermath of the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, operational updates for active cases stand at 6,184,011, while the number of cured cases spread over the world has touched 4,16,22,740. The death tally accounts for 14,16,794. In Assam, Algapur police in Hailakandi district last night arrested 8 foreign nationals, all of them Rohingyas, including 1 woman and 3 children. They were held from the residence of one Yusuf Ali at Majharipa under the same police station. An initial probe revealed that they were brought from Jammu and Kashmir. You can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel DD News Guwahati. To end the news, the headlines once again. Rahul Gandhi paid tributes to Gogoi in Guwahati, says the leader's demise a great loss for India. Funeral tomorrow at Navagraha. Army Chief on 3-day visit to Nagaland reviews security scenario. Assam Chief Minister says state is proud of martyr Horodhon Rai. Centre clears proposal for food processing projects worth more than 200 crore rupees. Meghalaya to have 1 unit. Country records COVID recovery rate of 93.72%. Fatality rate declines to 1.46%. And Meghalaya to set up more than 100 health and wellness centers across the state to accommodate more patients. And finally, before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer, remember to wear mask properly and join Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.